Hello and welcome to Take This TV, the television book club podcast where each week we watch an episode or two of our favorite shows and we talk about them with our friends in the fandom. I'm Carmen and I'm joined as always by the amazing Kimberly Woods. Hello.
Hello, hot potatoes.
This season we are talking about Bridgerton, Part 1.
Dun dun dun. Let's get into it. And this is... Oh, so if you haven't watched Part 1, do that first and then come join us so we can spill the tea. Carmen, this was your entry into the Bridgerton world. What did you think?
Oh my gosh, y'all. The tea is hot. Let me tell you. So, okay, I haven't seen any Bridgerton stuff. And at first, I was going to watch all of it and catch up before Season 3, Part 1. But then I was like, I think it'd be kind of fun if I never saw it before and went in like with this new season. And you've seen it all, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh my God.
What did you think about Colin?
So, okay, here's the thing. Colin, everybody knows that Colin is a snack, right? Colin is hot, he's mysterious, all this kind of stuff. But I started off shipping Colin, spoilers. I think we said that,
yeah.
But just so you know, here it is. I started off shipping Colin and Penelope.
Okay.
But by the end, I was like, Penelope should marry Weird Forest guy. I fully forgot his name. We talked about it beforehand. Fully forgot. He's a Weird Forest guy now. So,
wait, still at episode 4, you were like, oh, he should.
Yeah. Well, okay, here's why. Because I feel like Colin is playing too many games. And Penelope deserves somebody who's going to love her for her. And Colin's like, oh, I don't know. I'm too busy being hot and just like sleeping with everybody. And it's like, what? And like, he's sleeping around and Penelope has somebody who's really interested in her and now he's getting jealous. It's like, bro, like, come on. That's not fair.
I was not sure about Colin in the first several episodes because his personality, they kind of commented on this, like, had changed since coming back from France.
Yeah, since last season,
yeah. And so it's like, okay, dude, you're already a Bridgerton, and now you're having this, like, attitude shift and acting, like, all cool and suave. But, yeah, I just don't know if he really earned Penelope.
Ooh. Oh, you too? Okay.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, I was not expecting them already to, like, kiss in the carriage. I don't know if Colin deserves Penelope because I don't think that he yearned for her enough after he was acting, like, all cool and suave after his trip back from France.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he needed to do some more begging or something. And I do agree, like, at first, I thought maybe Penelope might be better off with the nature guy, but I also think she deserves passion, and the nature guy was not that.
No, he was looking for a business transaction. Well, okay. So I do think that he was looking for somebody to, like, wait at home for him. But it felt like he did actually care about Penelope. But just like he wasn't, like, going to be present all the time.
Yeah, if that was a good situation for her, I think,
Yeah. So, like, you mentioned, well, they do mention it in the show, but you mentioned that Colin is different. How was he in the previous seasons?
I thought he was just overall a lot nicer. Okay, the funny thing is, none of the Bridgerton fans hate me, but, like, I thought he was okay. Like, to me, I wasn't actually that interested in seeing Colin and Penelope personally. Like, I thought they were cute, but I wasn't sure how turning the spotlight on them would be, and I felt like...
It's because Regé was there, right?
Yeah, Regé was there, and then we had Anthony and Kate, last season, and their passion was fire. So these two were just kind of like the nice friends that were cute and had the cute crushes. But I wasn't sure how hot their passion could burn.
Yeah.
And how did you think about that carriage scene? Was it fire for you?
So, okay, here's the thing, guys. Now, if you've been watching Take This TV for a while, you know, every time we watch a show, it doesn't matter what it is, I'm always like, let's get out the thirst tracker. Let's see who's gonna be getting their kisses in, right? I love romance. I love that kind of stuff. And I saw some discourse online before I watched, and everybody's like, "Oh, the carriage scene, scandalous." Man, look, okay. I don't know what y'all been watching, but like, it was hot and it was steamy, but it was not what people hyped it up to be. And sorry, I should clarify. It was not as like raunchy as people said it was. I thought it was a really great and hot scene, and I liked it, and it was really steamy. But I was expecting it to be like, you know, like this really like over the top hypersexual thing from how people described it, and I'm like, I think y'all just need to get out more.
Scandalous for the time.
Right. Well, yeah, it's for the time probably, yeah. But no, I mean, I think that like one of the things I really like about a lot of the Shondaland shows is that they have really sensual moments, and they use sexuality in a way that's like really engaging, and it makes you invested in the relationships and in the characters, but it's never like done in a way that's meant to be like shocking or graphic, like some of the stuff that we see in Game of Thrones and other shows like that. So I've always really appreciated that about these shows, and I think that carriage scene keeps with that, but elevates it in a way, because it's like you're kind of hoping for it and longing for it all season, and then this is a great payoff for that.
Yeah. But again, I was surprised we got it already, because I was like, oh gosh, where are we going from here? Like, they're already here, but I guess, like, she still has to reveal to him that she's Lady Whistledown, you know?
Oh, because he hates Lady Whistledown.
Yeah, and he has no idea that that's her, so that's probably going to be part 2, but...
I was shook that, like, when they got out of the carriage, he was like, "Are you going to marry me?" I was like, marry? But I guess, like...
Come in, are you going to marry me?
I was like, whoa. Y'all just kissed, but, I mean... It's like it's the 3rd season, so I guess it's like, okay, they've known each other, they've been friends or whatever.
Yeah.
So okay, I know that they're like the main focus, but there are a few other ships that I want to talk about too.
Yeah.
And I'm curious about like your opinion on them and how it was in the previous seasons.
Okay.
So, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Cressida.
Cressida.
And so
Eloise.
Cressida and Eloise, I thought they were setting up a ship there.
I agree.
Really? Okay.
I think they are setting up that ship. Although this is the first time we've seen Eloise potentially... I mean, I don't know. They might have hinted at it, but this is the first time they're like setting up a ship for her, that she might have another female love interest, which would be great, because I don't know if we've gotten that on Bridgerton, having two females. So I've been like looking for that, and I'm like, okay, great, give it to us, wonderful. And also they've done a lot of work on Cressida's character, because before this season she was kind of very one note, kind of playing the mean girl that we didn't know much about. But now we're seeing, like, her life at home and what that's like, and why she might have had to put on the sort of armor she put on to deal with society. So yeah, she had big mean girl's energy. I do love the moment where Eloise confides in her, and they're at the party. There are a lot of parties, but like when the other young women are asking her to gossip, and she doesn't share the secret that she heard from Eloise. Yeah. I thought that was really great. I also like that we get that follow-up scene where Eloise thinks it's her, and she's like, I thought you would think better of me or something like that. Yeah. So, I feel like their arc together is really interesting over the course of the season. So I don't know. I hope that we find out. I mean, I think that even if they just end up being friends, which is not what I want. I want them to get together. But I think either way, it's still been a really great arc of like seeing their relationship develop. Yeah. And I do think it would be cool because, like, if Cressida ends up marrying the nature guy, potentially, and he's gone all the time, then she can just spend all her days with Eloise. I don't know. Oh, I was thinking, so, like, we should probably look his name. Actually, no, Nature Guy is more fun. So everybody, his name's Nature Guy now. Yeah. So Nature Guy and Penelope. I was thinking about how Penelope's family sucks, and how everybody in. Oh yeah, it's like the stepsisters. Like oh my gosh, I didn't even put that together. They have all the like crazy like hats and horrible garish outfits. Yeah, I was like, everybody's so mean to Penelope. I feel like her leaving and like going to, run this estate or whatever would be good for her. Yeah, she needs to get away.
Yeah.
I was, like, cringing every time her mother would try to step in and be like, she needs my help. She's going to fail if she doesn't have my help. I was like, oh, no, please.
Her mom. Oh, my gosh, I can't. And then her sister's trying to get pregnant. Oh, my gosh, what a mess.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
They didn't know how to have sex once again. She was like, what are you talking about? You didn't...
Yeah.
Sex talk. Oh, my God.
Her having to explain sex to one of the sisters was pretty hilarious. But so you mentioned, we were talking before we started recording, that Eloise you thought was potentially ace because of how she was set up in... Or no,
I was wondering about Francesca. Because I was also looking, I'm like, okay, where can we see something we haven't seen before in Bridgerton? Like, we haven't seen really a queer relationship between two females, and we haven't seen anybody who's, like, ace or, something like that. So I was thinking maybe that's Francesca, because she wasn't interested in the romance side of things. She was mostly interested in music. Like, when she met that guy, and he was like, isn't it romantic when you hear this, and think about what the musician was thinking? And she's like, no, it's purely about the music. So, and you were saying the guy that she met might be on the spectrum.
Yes. His name starts with a B, so he is Lord B from now on.
Lord B.
So, Lord B, I hereby dub thee. Lord B just meets Francesca and is like, let's just sit in silence and enjoy each other's company. I got the impression that maybe he might be on the spectrum, which I thought was really cool. Mm-hmm. And I really liked their relationship and how it doesn't matter what everybody else is doing or what the rules of society are. They're just on their own wavelength. And I love when he comes by and they just sit together and her family's just watching like, wait, what?
I love that. And Eloise's like, remarkable. What a way to catch somebody. Just silence.
Yeah. Like some great mystery has been solved. Yeah.
That's perfect.
So, being new to the show, I really like Francesca. She's high on my list. Eloise is high up there. I mean, I think I like Colin. He's fun. I just wanted to get his life together.
What about Lady Bridgerton herself?
Oh my gosh. Lady Bridgerton. I was like, you might get some action this season, mama. So, here's the thing. When,
Lady Danbury's brother. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name.
Lady Danbury's,
Yeah, when...
eligible bachelor brother.
When Elder Danbury shows up, Elder Danbury's like has the eyes for Lady Bridgerton. And at first, I love me a chocolate vanilla swirl. If you've been watching this show for a while, you can love to see it, okay? And you may be asking yourself, why does Carmen always talk about chocolate vanilla swirls? And I respond to you, why not? But also because there's not enough swirls of any caliber in media, so I always love a swirl. But I also am curious if, like, because of how Lady Danbury was talking to Elder Danbury, like, is he actually interested in Lady Bridgerton, or is he just, like, messing around? What did you think?
I hope he's interested, but I was very curious about their past because, they haven't shown anything about that in the previous seasons that I know of. So I'm like, geez, what is this loaded past between her and her brother?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah.
She was not happy to see him.
She was not happy. But I would love to see Lady Bridgerton be happy and find love. She's always encouraging her children to, like, find true love because that's what she once had. So, yeah.
Do we ever, in the past seasons, do you ever see Mr. Bridgerton? Lord Bridgerton? I don't know.
We see him in flashbacks?
We do, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have sort of seen a little bit of that. Mm-hmm. But I assume he's dead. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens. I'm curious. And then there's the other two folks.
Will Mondridge. And Alice.
And Alice.
Yeah, who came into some money because their son inherited something. And they've been in previous seasons, and I love to see them, like, entering society and getting to, go to these dances and trying to navigate that, like, this life that they haven't led before, and, like, what are the rules, and finding out, like, hey, we're married, so we can make our own rules. I really like them.
Oh. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like them because also as somebody coming into the show new, it's kind of like you're learning the rules of society along with these characters. I thought that was cool. And the bar, the Mondrich bar, is that like a staple in the other seasons where like characters go to that bar a lot?
Yeah, I think we saw him like set it up. He started out as a boxer, and then afterwards he like invested in this bar, and so he takes a lot of pride and doesn't want to leave that behind because that's the life he's known. So I'm curious how they're gonna, like with his next 4 episodes too, what's gonna happen with that.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, still own the bar, but like maybe let somebody else run it, like find the middle ground, you know.
Yeah, well, because they told him that people of society don't work,
Yeah.
and so lots of folks have stopped going to his bar, like kind of boycotting it, and some of the people have just been kind of rude, saying it's a dive or whatever. But we also hear Alice,
Yeah.
talking to Lady Danbury and saying that she's annoyed that he won't give up on the bar. So I was like, oh, you don't let
also
that get
because
around.
like he's missing out, like he's not there with her.
Oh,
So it's like, you
that's
know.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
They get-
choosing the bar.
Yeah. So hopefully they find what works for them, and they're able to navigate that. Because I do think there's a way that he can keep ownership of the bar, but still like maybe, you know.
Yeah. When they first moved, so their son inherited a class title, like a lord or whatever, and they moved into this house, and the people who were the staff there was like, you guys have to sleep in different rooms. And they were sleeping in different rooms. I was like, what? Like, bro, no. Like, this is my house. I'm sleeping where I want to sleep. So I'm glad that eventually they did that, because I was like, no, come on now. But it was, like I said, it was cool to kind of learn the rules of society along with this family. And then we have the whistle down papers. The like whistle down stuff is like one of my favorite threads in the whole show. And I love the like queens, her and her like attendant or whatever, and like their little conversations about with Lady Whistledown and like how the queen perceives it. I really hope that like Penelope doesn't get caught. But I love the Lady Whistledown stuff.
Yeah. I hope she's able to reveal it to Colin, and then they're able to have some understanding where she can keep doing it, because I think she's great at it.
Was that in previous seasons? Lady Whistledown?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has
That's
it
always
like
been the thing.
Has it like escalated over the course of the seasons?
Yeah, in some ways, I guess. I mean, I guess the tension more is like finally that. What's her name? Eloise, like when she found out that was Penelope, her best friend, like writing about her. Like that's been the biggest tension. But it's always been a dramatic, part of the show. That's fun.
I love the tension between Penelope and Eloise. I thought that was really compelling. But yeah, I mean, I think overall, I really love the show. I can't wait to see what happens next. After we finish part 2, I'm definitely going to go back and watch the older seasons. So.
What did you think of Anthony and Kate? Because they were the spotlight was on them last season. And then you only saw them in the beginning where they're like making out in bed, and she's like, we're going to continue to enjoy more of our honeymoon.
Oh, I thought they were cute. I didn't really, I mean, like, I was like, oh, I like that, like, we got to see sort of, like, how they're fitting into society.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really think one way or the other about it, because I was just like, okay, these are some people who, I guess, used to be important.
Yeah. It was kind of funny, because it's like, oh, they're just, like, happy and in love, and this is great to see. Well, what are they going to do? What's a role going to be now? And then they kind of just disappear for the rest of the episodes.
Yeah, because they extended their honeymoon and disappeared. Yeah, I did like their scenes together. I guess was it his mother or her mother?
His mother.
His mother.
Lady Bridgerton.
Oh, is Lady Bridgerton his mom? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, because she was talking about being the countess.
Yeah.
Viscountess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I thought that was cool of like that they didn't set up some kind of tension between her and the mom or whatever.
Yeah, I like that
we've
too.
seen that. Let's move on to something new. So I was excited the way they handled it.
That was sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also like all the outfits. I loved Penelope's, like, transformation from, like, in the beginning of the season, we see her in those bright gowns, kind of like her sister, and then she, like, comes into her own with these, like, really pretty colors, like these, like, jewel tones that look beautiful on her and with her hair. So.
Yeah. Penelope's transformation was very much like Cinderella
Yeah.
this season. I loved it.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for the second half.
Me too.
I want some more romance, some more passion. Come on, Colin, earn it.
Colin needs to step his game up. Truly, yeah. Mr. Worldwide, yeah.
Well, join us next time for part 2. We're at Take This TV on TikTok and Instagram. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Leave us a review. Tell us your thoughts. Join us next time. And remember, it's dangerous to watch TV alone.